Alright guys, group ride starting this morning. I'm running late as always, but in this video I'm going to give you my tips. I lost 25 pounds 2 years ago and I've been able to keep the weight off. It's helped me tremendously. It's completely changed me as a cyclist. First I got to get to the group ride.
Look at I just broke away from the group for the last, I don't know, 10K. I'm at the top of this climb, the main climb of the ride, and either they don't give a shit about me and just let me go, or they turned, because I should not be this far ahead. All right, let's see what happens here. There's the climb. If these guys don't come soon, I missed it, man. I made the wrong turn. That's so stupid. I always do stupid shit like this. See, I came from this direction, but I got a feeling they turned. There's no way I got this far ahead of them. Now, I can't even believe how many guys are here. Like, I don't know, like 60 guys? I don't know. It's crazy. So there was a big crash right in front of me. Yeah, someone went down. Oh, he crashed. Yeah. Richie, yeah. Where? Up here? Yeah. I'll be right back. Chris, I'll go with you.
I was editing the video and realized it wasn't clear about what happened when I made the wrong turn. I did make the wrong turn. The last 3 weeks, every week we turned left. This week they turned right. So I had to turn around and meet up with them again, which I did. I just wanted to put that in to make sure you guys understood what happened there. I'm down here in Florida training like a pro. The last 4 weeks, I've averaged 19 hours a week. If you want to check it out, my Strava's in the description. I got 12 more weeks to go. I'm going to Tucson in 2 weeks. So I'm training like a pro this whole winter. If you want to follow along, please subscribe. I'm going to show you all my diet stuff, my bike, my training. I'm chasing this big FTP. If you want to come along for the ride, like I said, please sub. This is all cycling. All we're doing is cycling. Here, take a look at my wife. Just got off the trainer. Here's her setup. She likes riding inside for whatever reason. All right, guys, back to the video. Up until 2 years ago, I've struggled with weight my entire life. And I mean, I yo-yoed my entire life. I have struggled with my weight. When I was in high school, I was probably 16 years old and I was overweight by at least 50 pounds. And that's where my problem started. And what I want to do in this video is I'm going to tell you my problems with weight and then how I overcame them and then how that applies to cycling and how much it's helped me. To lose 25 pounds and maintain my power, it was crazy how much of a better cyclist it made me. Anyone watching this video, if there's anything I can say that could help you, because this is a serious subject, and I did another video about this and I studied some of the obesity rates in North America, and it's crazy. I think it's like 40% of all people in North America are obese, and I'll put the number up to make sure it's correct. It's a serious problem. There's a lot of people that are suffering with weight issues, emotionally, physically. It's a serious problem. It's affected me. It's affected my wife. It's affected a lot of people I love. So I don't take this topic lightly. Also, I don't claim to be an expert. I'm just making content that's interesting for you to watch and give you my experience, and maybe you can take some tips. How I overcame some struggles and how I'm in a good place now and how that helps cycling and how I think it could help you. All right, so we go back, like I said, I got a car in high school. I started driving. I started going to Wendy's every day and eating cheeseburgers. And I put the weight on pretty quick. I wasn't exercising. And then one day, someone called me fat one too many times, and I started dieting. I started running before school, and the weight came off pretty quick. But then it went back on. And then the yo-yo became, and then right up into 35 years old, or even 36 or 37 years old, what would happen is I would put a bunch of weight on. I would feel absolutely terrible about myself. And I was lying to myself as I was getting fat. I would like tell myself, oh, you're not eating that much. Really, I'm eating crazy. Oh, you didn't put put that much weight on. Really, I put all this weight on. And then it would hit me like a ton of bricks. Holy cow, look at what I've done to myself. I would starve myself. And this is the secret that really stuck with me. When I would starve myself too much, biology would take over and just say, okay, buddy, it's time for you to eat. And then I would eat. And then I would gain back all the weight that I spent 3 months dieting off, plus some. And then all the emotions would kick in. I would feel like a loser, and I would be filled and overcome with this terrible emotions that I'm not good enough, I'm a loser, why can't I get this in control? And then it's a control thing. Why am I out of control? Why can't I control my food? That was my entire life, only up until a couple years ago. And then these like principles that I came up with popped into my head because of all the struggling that I've been doing. This is what's worked for me. Is I looked at the body a little differently. Obviously, calories in, calories out is very important, but your body wants to be a certain weight. And so with that in mind, what I did was say, instead of saying, okay, I need to lose 20 pounds, which is like it's almost insurmountable. When you go, hey, I got to lose 20 pounds. I said, if I could lose a pound this week, great. If I could lose a pound next week, great. But what's the most important is don't gain. If I never gain any weight, and I'm losing a pound here, a half pound there, whether it takes 2 years or 3 years, I will eventually get to my goal. Principle number 3 is don't get too hungry and don't get too full. Because if I get too full, you're obviously excess calories you're storing as fat. But if I get too hungry, what will happen is I'll eventually get to the point, if I start stacking up too many days where I'm too hungry, I will get to the point where I'm gonna eat. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the willpower. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. The time will come when I'm gonna eat and I'm not gonna stop. And the more days that I stack up being hungry, the more days I'm gonna eat. And what would always happen to me in the past is I would get that weight down and then I knew it wasn't real. The second I started eating, the second that I didn't feel hungry, all the weight was coming back on. I was teetering on this edge, and then that's what would happen, boom. The fourth thing that I did that really helped me is intermittent fasting. And this was a game changer for me. I didn't do it every day, but the days I did do it, I went pretty hard. I would go to like 4 p.m. and then eat between 4 and 10 p.m. And I really tried to keep the foods whole, wholesome foods. I went plant-based. I would eat red meat once a week. And on the days that I wasn't training hard, I would fast till 4 p.m., stop eating at 10 p.m. So basically only the rest days I was fasting. On the days that I was training hard, I would eat a light breakfast with oatmeal. I would eat a gel or something small every hour on the bike. If it was a really hard training workout, I would double that or triple that every hour. Come home, eat something small, eat 1 plate of dinner, whatever the dinner was, 1 plate of dinner, and then had some nuts or fruit as a snack. And that's basically how I operated, and I was able to lose the weight. If a day came where I was crazy hungry, and I'm like, oh my God, I could eat my own arm, I'd eat a little bit more, but I wouldn't. That's another principle, is never binge, never overeat, because it's gonna come back and it's gonna absolutely bite you. All those emotions come back. So what I wanted to do is take all the emotion out of food. Wholesome plant-based foods, a little bit of meat, the least processed the better, big salads, big vegetables, fruits, grains, all the stuff that you normally hear. These are the foods that I want to be eating. And if I did go off, I have a cookie, I tried to eat those cookies during the ride. Okay, I really want a cookie, I eat it during the ride. Okay, burning that off, that's my cookie, get to eat it on the ride. So any bad foods, I would try and eat around the workout. Maintaining all those principles is what really helped me, and here's what they are. Where this, like when I lost that 25 pounds and got on the bike and went to my first group ride, it was absolutely crazy. It was like I had power that I never even, as soon as it went up, I thought I was gonna get dropped and I was there. It was absolutely unbelievable. And it really will take your cycling to a next level. But if you're losing tons of weight, and then you lose a bunch of power, you need to be able to hold the power and lose the weight. And really the only way to do that is healthily. Like, you hear a lot of these stories where people say, oh, if you lose weight, you're gonna lose power. If you're 20% body fat and you drop down to 10% body fat, you're really not gonna lose any power. If you're 10% body fat and you drop down to 5% body fat, you're most likely gonna lose power. So really, how much weight do you have to lose? I had a lot of weight to lose. I probably went from 16% body fat all the way down to 10%, or maybe more. It could have been 20 to 12, I don't know. But my point is really, I tried to think about what was the most reasonable way to do this. These are the principles that I came up with, and I really hope they help you. They help me. And like I said earlier, this is a serious video. This is a serious problem. It's afflicted just less than half of people in North America. So I hope these things help you. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing with you what's helped me, and I really hope it helps you too. That's today's video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please consider subscribing. I'm uploading at least 3 times a week, cycling only content. If you like the video, please like it, and please comment. Tell me what you think. Would love to hear from you. You guys are what keep this channel going. I hope to reach 1,000 subs soon, and it's like such a milestone for me. I can't thank you guys enough. It's just been so amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we'll see you on the next video. We'll see you soon.